All right. We have quite a bit to cover, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. First and foremost, I would love to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Shana Dorzan. I serve as a Venture Acceleration Manager here at Matter. And what that means is that I interface with great people like yourselves who are founders, entrepreneurs, and get them all the services that they need in order to be successful. So once again, thank you so much for coming to this info session. I will run through the presentation and we'll have time towards the end for questions. And so if there are any questions that you have during the conversation, please feel free to pop them up in the chat and I will be sure to address them after the presentation's over. All right, let's get started. So Matter is a healthcare incubator, and our mission is to accelerate the pace of change of healthcare. And so we are very interested in bringing solutions to market that will help people who need it the most. So whether that's targeting health solutions that have health equity, solutions that are targeted to all, we want solutions that are both innovative and that will help the greater humankind. And the way that we believe that we do that is through collaboration through our entrepreneurs and the industry at large. And so we serve as the mediator, the facilitator of entrepreneurs, facilitators, industry leaders, all being in the same room. And so we believe that bringing the most effective way to bring innovation, advance care, and to improve lives is to bring all these people, put them in the same room and get them having the conversations that they need to have in order to progress and move forward. So the way that we do that is we have this community nexus. We are the facilitator, we bring people together. And so I like to describe it as having two parts of the house. The first, we have the startup incubation side or the venture side, and then we have the corporate innovations or the partnership side. And so for within the startup incubation side, we make sure that you have everything that you need in order to be successful. So we give you all the tools, the resources, the guides, the frameworks, and we make sure to connect you with the people who can get you the information that you need in order to build out your business so that it's functional and to get your ideas to the people who need to hear them. On the corporate innovation or the partnership side, we work with industry leaders all across the board so think large organizations, you can think pharma, biotech, life sciences, healthcare systems. We work with them to either innovate solutions internally or to bring your solutions to them. They're constantly looking for new ways to innovate their own workflows, to improve the care that they provide to patients. And so we make sure that we are talking to them regularly, understanding what their needs are, and then putting your solutions in front of them where appropriate. And so I want to talk about the Matter ecosystem at large. So currently, this is a matrix from 2022, but the 2024 portfolio similarly reflects these numbers. We have about 65% of our portfolio that is in digital health. We span all of healthcare. So we do have solutions or companies that have solutions within diagnostics, med device, customer services, consumer health services, therapeutics, what have you. So if you fall under the umbrella of healthcare and you are an innovative solution, we are looking to have you in our portfolio. We are a Chicago DNA organization, but we now span not just the nation, but the globe. And so Matter is a community of well over 250 members. We have helped and worked with over 800 startups in our 9-year existence. And we now are in 178 cities as well as in 27 countries. And so all of the resources that we provide, we not only provide to our local biotech and healthcare ecosystem, but to any healthcare company around the world. So if there's anything that you're interested in, if you're under that healthcare umbrella, if you're in the UK and would like to break out into the US market, we have resources to help you get there. So of course, Matter is committed and dedicated to health equity and diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so as we all know, having DEI or having a diverse team makes for the best result. And so our goal is to really contribute to diversity by making sure that all those solutions that come our way, that they are operating under the lens of health equity, and that the teams, the ideas, and the innovations are diverse and inclusive of all. We are partnered with over 65 industry leaders, just a subset of which that we've placed here today. So that includes pharma, large healthcare systems, university healthcare systems, retail clinics, payers. And so we are constantly interfacing with these different leaders, understanding what their needs are, what types of solutions they're looking for. And we use that information to best source the startups that we would like to work with to get those innovations to market as soon as possible. And so the reason why you all are here is that you would like to be a part of the Matter community in some way, shape, or form. And so just to talk about the member experience, there are two different memberships that we have that I'll touch on in a moment, but I do want to just give you a broad overview of how we approach members, how your experience will be once you are a member, and moving forward to continue to bring your innovative ideas to the places where they need to go. And so the Matter approach is that we look at things through two lenses. We provide both individualized programming as well as longitudinal support. So we meet with you one-on-one to understand what your company needs are. So what is it that you are looking to get out of our resources? How can we best support you, right, on your entrepreneurial journey? And we do that with the individualized programming one-on-one with the ventures team, and we provide longitudinal support. And so we pair you with mentors who are going to be with you for your entire journey with Matter, giving you the expertise that you need to strategically guide you through all the different ups and downs that is the startup experience. So one thing about our approach is that we do not take equity from our companies. We do not take equity, and nor do we provide capital. So we do run a subscription model where we allow startups to stay in the portfolio as long as we provide value to you. So if you are here and you're looking to partner with our different partners or to talk to investors, we are here so long as we provide value to you. And so we provide these memberships on a month-to-month basis, no requirement needed. And again, we do not take any equity from your company. We do not want equity from your company. We want you to be the best you that you can be without us taking a part of that away. And so once you are a part of the Matter portfolio, you belong to a dynamic community. And so as we know, it takes a village, right? Not only to raise a child, but to birth your baby. That is your startup. And so we make sure to provide a dynamic community for you so that you can interact not only with experts, subject matter experts, industry leaders, but with each other. Sharing your experiences as founders, as entrepreneurs is just as important as getting all that information, right? So understanding Matter, we understand that building community and building programming that surrounds community is very important. And so we have different forums, just a subset listed here that you can participate in. So we have CEO forums where you have a private group of CEOs that you talk to and you commiserate with. We have the Startup Showcase, where we highlight startups in our portfolio on a regular basis to increase their visibility to our network. Our network includes lots of different startups, but also investors, our partners, payers, big pharma, all these different players. We try to get them, again, into the same room so that you can get your solution to where it needs to go. We have a Slack channel for our members where you can interact with, whether it's helping others to find positions, helping to find different resources. We have that channel where you can interface with one another and get that done. And we also have lots of different exclusive opportunities. So we have private webinars that we host. We have exclusive events and also special opportunities to interface with leaders, again, experts, leaders within the industry. Not only are you a part of that dynamic community, but we have a community that has a wealth of knowledge to help you figure out what it is that you need to do in order to get your company to where it needs to go. And so we have not only venture acceleration fellows, but executives and residents that we pair you with. And so these people are high-level executives, they're serial entrepreneurs, they're people who have decades of experience within healthcare and are here to guide you in what you need to do. So they provide strategic guidance. They do not work on tactical execution. That is still up to you, but they again provide the best advice as to how to maneuver and to move through with your solution. And so our venture acceleration model is built on these three pillars. One, building your business capabilities. Two, raising capital. And three, gaining traction in the market. And so you can have a fantastic idea, but it will go nowhere if your business is not functional. And so we make sure to give you the building blocks that you need in order to make that business functional so that so that you can operate in a way that allows you to partner with all these different industry leaders. Second, we need money to get things done. Raising capital. So we have a robust set of resources under raising capital. And these include not only understanding how raising capital works, but we have a catalyst program, which I'll talk about in a little bit, that we put you through to make sure that you are up to snuff and so that you are ready to raise capital. Is your pitch deck ready? Is your data room sound? Do you have all the executive summary materials that you need in order to be presented in front of investors, right? So we make sure that you hit all these points and that you are actually ready to raise capital so that you can put your best foot forward. And then finally, gaining traction in the market, optimizing your business strategy and understanding that your journey not only stops when you get capital or when you make this particular collaboration, so that you can understand, okay, this is how I plan to grow and to scale and to do that in a way that lends to your success. So building your business capabilities. I mentioned that you're getting the building blocks in order to understand, okay, how do I build out my business to be the best that it can be so that it can survive that 5-year or the valley of death rather, right? So we have a digital curriculum. We have over 100 courses. These are on-demand courses, learning videos that are specially designed to talk about very complex topics that we've broken down into bite-sized chunks so that you can take them at your own pace on your own time and further understand what it is that you need to understand to build out your business. So let's say you're a very nascent company, you just started, you thought of this idea yesterday and you need to understand where you're going. If you have no idea what the FDA is, we have a course that talks about what the FDA does and how you can interface with them before you start the FDA process so that you can set yourself up for success. We have the expert clinic. We have over 150 subject matter experts that are ready and available to talk to you about anything that you might want to. And so I talked about the executives and residents, and these are one-on-one longitudinal support. But within our expert clinic, we have subject matter experts that are available for one-off conversations. So let's say you have an executive in residence, fantastic. You work with them, and they have specialty in B2B sales, right? But you need someone in regulatory, right? You just need to answer a few questions so you can understand how to move within that scope. You can book time with one of these mentors who has experience in that field and then ask them those targeted questions so that you can take that back to your executive in residence and continue to modify or to pivot or to build out your strategy. We have the knowledge library. So we have templates, frameworks, and resource guides all geared towards helping you build out your business. So financial modeling, if you've never done it before and you need somewhere to start, we have a template that you can download that you can use to build that out. And then Momentum Accelerator. We have lots of accelerators and innovation challenges that we run so that we can give our members more of a deep dive into, okay, how is it that they're building out their business? What can they do? And to provide that coaching in order to get you to build out the business in the way that it needs to be as successful as possible. And all of this information you can find within our member portal. So for raising capital, we have two different programs that we have available to our members so that they can raise capital. The first is our Catalyst Network. It's our most robust. We work with 14 VC firms on a preferred basis to curate suggestions for them on a quarterly basis. And so within this network, once a member is ready to fundraise or are preparing to fundraise, they'll fill out a form where we, again, collect all the information so that we can understand where you are as a company. And then we do pitch practice with you. We review your deck. We make sure that your data room is ready, just all the different aspects of raising capital, making sure that you are in the best position possible to, again, put your best foot forward so that when we do put you in front of VCs who are looking for these solutions, you are ready and that you are, we can increase that likelihood of success. Our Elevate network is similar to our Catalyst network. So I should mention that the Catalyst network is for seed, Series A and Series B companies who are raising those funds. And for Elevate, this will be our angels and pre-seed companies. And so very similar to Catalyst, but these are for companies that are much earlier on. I will say that the Elevate network is currently undergoing a bit of construction. We would like to make it a bit more robust. There are certain connections that we'd like to make. We would like to add a bit more, lots more angel investors into our network. And so we are building out this program. I'm very excited to see what comes of it, especially because, again, this gets more shots on goal for our members to get in front of people who are looking to invest in them. And then finally, gaining traction in the market. I talked about the different innovation challenges that we have. And these are cohort-based programs that give select companies access to potential customers and partners. And so partners in terms of running pilots or different types of collaborations. And so once you are, you can apply to be a part of these challenges. We run challenges across different areas. And so you might have seen that we just had applications for VSP, the vision, or smile, dental. So if you fall in any of these categories, one of our most popular ones is 51 Labs that deals with maternal health. And so if your solution falls into any of these categories, I would encourage you to visit our website and to check to see what challenges that we're running at what time. You do not have to be a member in order to apply for these challenges. And so I would very much encourage you all to visit the website to make sure, to see if there are any opportunities that you can take advantage of. We have our access program as well as roundtables, and these are facilitated meetings between potential customers and partners. So if you would like to understand, okay, how does my product land with the current market and how their current workflow, we'll facilitate conversations between these potential customers and partners so that you can discuss these things and get a better understanding of how your solution would be better positioned. And so I mentioned earlier, there are two types of memberships. The select membership, this is a $400 a month. And so this membership is really for people for companies who are interested in that personalized one-on-one coaching, who may be actively fundraising, or who are looking to partner with our partners through pilots or different types of collaborations. And so you get access to all of the membership benefits that I discussed today. You are paired with an executive in residence, and they'll be with you. Again, they're your one-on-one mentor that you will meet with at the very least once a month, but as often as you need. And it will give you access to our co-working space in Chicago if you're local. We also have our Flex membership, which is more flexible. We understand the startup journey is pretty hard, and not everyone has the access to capital that they may need to take advantage of these resources. And so we have our Flex membership, and this is geared towards early stage startups, just looking for the tools and the resources that they need in order to build their business on their own and on their own time. And so you get access to the digital curriculum, the knowledge library, and then you also get access to the subject matter experts. So while in Select, you get access to 150 of them, in Flex, you get access to 15. But we make sure that these mentors they span the spectrum of healthcare so that you can get your questions answered wherever you and your company might be. All right, that is all I have for today, and would like to open up the floor up for questions.
Yeah, hi. Hi. So I have a question. Actually, we are working in dental space. So what kind of support like Matter can provide, especially in terms of, validating the idea and conducting a validation study and providing some expert guidance, because I think we are looking for some help there. And so we are local in Chicago. So yeah, it's
Yes. So I will say that Matter for us, we do not participate in like validation studies, due diligence or anything like that, but we do connect you to the people who will do that work. And so
okay.
if there's anyone who, so like let's say if there's a partner, let's say AbbVie, you wanted to see, okay, hey, again, that's like far reaching and there are lots of different steps. There's a robust pipeline that we put you through to make sure that you're ready for those types of conversations. But if you wanted to do a validation study with, say, an AbbVie or something, we make sure that you're ready, that all your materials are where it
Okay.
needs to be, and then we facilitate that conversation.
Got it. So
Yeah.
I think, so one follow-on. So do you have dentists and dental experts in the network, like who we can work with actually?
Yes. So within our expert clinic, we have again over 150 mentors, but they span the healthcare sector. So whether it's like biopharmaceuticals, regulatory, clinical, retail, we do have experts within the expert clinic that you can book time with. The AMA is one of our partners, and so we do have access to, let's say, physicians in different areas who might be available for like focus groups. So like, let's say if you wanted to see if your solution lands with them, they would be
Okay.
available for that. But we do run that program, not as frequently as some of our like innovation challenges, but that's something that we can also help with.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Ruki?
My question is similar to the previous person, but a little different. I'm a hairstylist. I'm also an inventor, and I created an apparatus to dispense topical meds to the scalp without disturbing your hair,
Nice.
which helps the hairstyle last longer instead of shampooing daily or using conventional products. And so I've done cohorts, I've worked at different maker labs or what have you, but I need the support on the medical side, like as far as research and just a lot of information isn't readily available. I don't care how diligent you are on the internet, you just don't get the information that's needed. And so my question is, do you think that Matter would be a good place or resource for me? Do you have any like cohorts or groups for something or for someone like myself? I know you have something for dentistry and what have you, but maybe skin care, hair care,
Yeah.
something that would benefit a person maybe with alopecia or psoriasis, dermatitis, something like that.
So we do have access to a dermatology network, not so much hair care, mainly because we are like healthcare focused. We do have medical devices or just like different devices under the healthcare scope. And so what I would say is that we could pair you with an executive in residence who has maybe like medical device expertise or wherever it is that you're, especially if you're dispensing drugs through the scalp, that would be, you would probably need a lot of regulatory help. So I would say we do have executives and residents as well as mentors mentors in our expert clinic, the subject matter experts who would be able to help in that regard. But in terms, and then I do want to say we do also have partnerships with KLAS, which is a research group, and we have partnerships with different research groups where you can get access to data
Okay.
and insights.
Mhm.
KLAS is the most recent one. And so we do have partners who have wealths of knowledge that you can tap into as a Matter member.
Okay, another part of it, my innovation also benefits veterinary, and I know it's health care,
Yeah,
but does it stop with the humans?
it does.
Just wanted to know. Well, any research would benefit both anyway, so
Okay.
it's the same.
Right. And it's
Okay.
just understanding how you would pivot if you wanted to start with humans or veterinaries or what have you. Like that's something our executives and residents would be able to provide to you. But again, that's a bit of outside of the scope of like what we at Matter do.
Okay, so KLAS.
KLAS, yes. We just started a partnership with them so that our members can access all their data and insights.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure. Brad.
Yeah, hi, thank you. I'm representing a startup that has built a clinical infrastructure for care management companies.
Mhm.
So we would be selling to both large but also other startups that are building disease management programs, coaching programs, remote patient monitoring programs, things like that. How would Matter help us network with other companies inside the Matter network that maybe looking for those types of infrastructures to build out their complete solutions?
Yeah, so it sounds like you're a startup that wants to help other startups. Something that I didn't mention in the presentation, we have something called the Professional Services Directory. And this is where we have well over 50 vendors that are vetted, that work well and price well for startups, and they provide our members with a special discount. And so it sounds like the services that you provide specifically would be more appropriate for that. And if you would like to be listed on that directory, it's so that you can get access to our members and our network at large, we can have a conversation about that. But in terms of helping, so we are more focused on helping you build out your business. Like we like to facilitate, we like to give people access to our network so that they can build, but it sounds like you are more so of a vendor than like a startup
A solution provider, yeah.
Yeah. Does that help?
Sure. Is that so that sounds like a separate or an additional path being a Matter member also? Is that true?
So you don't need to be a Matter member in order to be
Okay.
listed on our professional services directory, but you will go through a vetting process with me and my colleagues to understand what services that you offer, if it's the right fit for the portfolio that we currently have, and if you will agree to the discount to provide for our members.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Kapil, you had another question?
Yeah, just a very basic one. So what is the like requirement for like getting selected for the select program? Like, is there any threshold or should I just go to the website and apply?
So the threshold, so you have to have an innovative solution, right? And I know that that's a bit subjective. So there's no way but we do want to see that and again, something to mention, we are stage agnostic, right? So you can be very, very early on.
Okay.
Or you can have raised maybe a few $1,000s and just are looking for more help, right? So we have very senior companies in our portfolio as well who use us to make those connections with the large pharma, like our large partners, right? And so we have startups across the board. And so what we're really looking for is that you have an innovative solution that will help contribute to health equity at large. And that's really innovative. And again, I know that's subjective and I can't really give you a concrete, like, this is what it is. But if you have a very interesting solution, we go through all the applications. So you can apply online. For the select membership, there is an application process. Flex, not so much. You can just sign up, you can get the credentials, and you can start using the online resources there.
Got it.
For select, you have to apply. The venture acceleration team, we all vet the application. We have a discussion about it. We interview you, and then we decide if you're a right fit for the portfolio or not.
Got it. Okay, makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question. I couldn't find my
You're good.
virtual hand. So thank you for this informational session. It seems I'm here also based in Chicago, and seems like you offer some great resources for the healthcare sector for startups. I do have a couple of questions regarding grant writing assistance. So my invention, it's going to require quite a bit of startup money for the research, and I was wondering if there are individuals that help with grant writing, or you have referrals to grant writers. So that was my first question.
Yeah, so we currently do not help with grant writing. But that is something that I'm going to write down because I'm currently building out lots of different programs. And I do want to mention that the resources that we provide, we are growing every day. And so if there's anything that you all would like to see that Matter would like that you would like to see Matter have that we currently don't, like, please let us know and we can make moves to do that. But we currently do not provide grant writing assistance.
Yeah, the other need that I am having are legal needs to draft up shareholder agreements, have, lawyer input on kind of IP, protecting innovation from the beginning, as opposed to doing it reactively. So wanted to hear a little bit about what type of kind of legal assistance that you have.
Right. So within our professional services directory, we do have a list of lawyers that you can outsource that work to. That does come with a fee. So accessing the list of vendors is free. It comes with the membership, but requesting their services, that comes with a separate fee. Again, our members get a discount, but we do have a set of lawyers that could help with regulatory, IP, all of that.
Okay. And then this is the last question, as far as the mentors are concerned, I saw that there were a bunch of mentors that you have one-on-ones with at least once a month. And so are these entrepreneurs who have built successful businesses, or what is the characteristic of the people that are providing that mentorship?
Yes, so these are folks who have expertise in fundraising. They have exited several companies of their own, so they're serial entrepreneurs. We have a lot of folks who are retired, actually, who want to give back to the community. And so they have run 4 or 5 companies, and now they are looking to give back to new and emerging entrepreneurs who need that advice, who would like, and so they want to help you all avoid the pitfalls that they might have gone through or that they've seen others fall through. And so again, serial entrepreneurs, these are high senior level executives. So we have mentors in high places at all, like the AbbVies, the AbbVits, what have you. We have a lot of partners who are sponsors to a lot of the innovation challenges that we have. And so like the Strikers, there's 65 of them, so I don't want to just list off names, but we do have a robust set of people. And again, they span the spectrum of healthcare. They have expertise in all these different areas, and they have decades worth of experience.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
What is the process for matching a mentor with a startup?
Excellent question. So once you are accepted as a select member into our portfolio, we schedule what we call a discovery session, which is a deep dive into you and your company. So we sit with you one-on-one. We ask you what your needs are. We ask you to rank the top 3, because we know startups can have lots of different needs, but we ask you to rank the top 3 and to let us know which need is the best, or the need that you are looking to focus on the most. And then we will pair you with an executive in residence based on that need. And so throughout your membership, things will change, right? Maybe you've already dealt with that need, you become a little bit more adept to dealing with that, and you might need another executive in residence that has an expertise in like regulatory or maybe sales, right? What have you. Wherever you are in your journey, it is possible to swap those out. And so we can reassign you to a new EIR to match whatever needs you're facing at the moment.
Thank you. Very helpful.
For sure. Yes, you can contact me if you have any other questions about venture acceleration or professional services directory. If maybe you're a partner on the call and you would like to be one of our partners, please feel free to email me. My email's on the screen, shanad@matter.health. With any inquiries, and if I can't be the one to help you directly, I'll be sure to point you in the right direction. So I have a question. Does the Flex membership give one access to data? I worked with Matter and Smile in 2022 on their incubation activity and helped the companies with their data story for pitch day. And so the Flex membership does not give access to data. The Flex membership is our online resources. So the digital curriculum, you do have access to the professional services directory. So if you wanted to outsource any of your work there, if you're looking to build out your team, we've partnered with MDisrupt to provide Team Up, which is where you can hire someone on a fractional basis to attend to a particular need that you might have at the moment, but we do not provide access to data in that way. Are there any other questions?
Can you give examples of the type of expertise you have that you can refer for fractional employment?
Oh, yes. So they have access to 1,200 healthcare experts. And so we span all the different areas. So like radiology, if you need a physician on staff, CEO, so literally like wherever within the company. So if it's business development, maybe C-suite level folks, maybe program management, project management, but we span all roles as well as all areas.
Would designing studies be one of those expertise you would have?
Yes. That you can hire, you can find someone who has expertise in designing studies, a clinical, like if you're looking to do clinical trials, you can find someone who has expertise in that and then hire them out.
Thank you.
Yeah. If there are no more questions, I would like to thank you all for attending today's info session. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions about anything that I discussed today, or if there's a question that pops into your head after the fact, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll get you that answer or find someone who can. Awesome. Thank you all so much.